Clemson takes on South Carolina tomorrow morning. And what is a big game for, I almost said match, did a lot of WWE videos, but what is a big game for the college football playoffs for both teams as they both try to make final arguments to get into the college football playoffs. The Clemson Tigers are the first team out of the college football playoffs, meaning if any team loses, they're pretty much into the college football playoffs, which is very possible from what we saw last week. A lot of teams lost. I think it can happen again, especially because a lot of these teams still have to play in a championship game where if they lose that, maybe you could justify a team like Clemson getting in over them that way. So a lot to play for here. Clemson has to win this game if they want a chance, and Alabama needs them to lose because South Carolina has to kill Clemson. They have to kill Clemson because they have to somehow hop Ole Miss and Alabama, two teams that they lost to this season. The line right now is, just went to 2.5. If you get a 3, get a 3 for South Carolina. I'm probably going to bet this right when I get off the air for tomorrow. South Carolina plus the 3. I think South Carolina will win this game. I think Bama will be the first team out. And when a team like SMU loses in a conference championship game by Miami, they get kind of killed. I think there's a world where we might see Bama still get in and hop SMU. I think that is a story that is going to be told as this game comes out and gets played here. I love South Carolina plus the 3 on the road. It's a big-time rivalry game. I think the South Carolina team is very slept on still. I think this is a good team. Sellers is a really solid quarterback, and a lot of these losses come from when he got injured and he didn't play in some games, and they lost games because of that. I think this team's really good when they're healthy. They have one of the best trenches in the country, and you need trenches, and Clemson's a good trenches team too, so I think this stacks up really well for South Carolina. I get it. They're on the road. They are the SEC team when it comes down to it. I don't know if the ACC is really all that good, especially at the top. We still don't know if they're really all that good. We don't know if Miami's all that good. We don't know if SMU's really all that good. SMU lost to BYU. So are they really that good? Is Clemson that good? They got blown out by Georgia. And how far apart is Georgia and South Carolina? I don't think it's that far. Obviously, Clemson's a better team than they were that day. Usually every team is, but you could argue so is Georgia, right? So I like South Carolina. I think they get it done, and it gets very, very interesting for the college football playoffs on what is going to happen. It gets very interesting because if Clemson loses, they're pretty much done and dusted, and all of a sudden Alabama is sitting right there, and you know it's going to be very, very tough for any committee member anywhere to have Alabama be the first team out of the college football playoffs when it's all said and dusted. Not this week. I think this week they will be the first team out. But after conference championship weekend, it's going to be very hard for any committee to have a 9-3 Alabama be the first team out when you're staring at a 10-2 SMU who lost to BYU and probably get blown out by Miami, or at least beat pretty good by Miami. It's going to be very hard to have Alabama be the odd man out when they have wins over Georgia. They have a close loss against Tennessee, right? They beat South Carolina, right? So ultimately, I'll take South Carolina plus a 3. I think you go out and get that if you can already because there's not many left. Ultimately, my name is Josh Wissey. If you like sports, like anything sports, I promise the channel for you. Please hit the subscribe button. Should be an icon somewhere. Please hit these videos that YouTube recommends. My name is Josh Wissey. Thank you.